best ability is availability, and availability leads to reliability. And if you ain't available, you ain't reliable.
Let's be honest. We are in the middle of a crisis, or we are not away from a crisis. Let me explain myself. We don't have people in the midfield. We are lacking people in the defense. Today is the 10th of January. We haven't brought somebody in yet. We haven't recalled anybody from loan yet. What are we waiting for, Chelsea? We have to be proactive. By now, if we had somebody already in the team, he was going to be training with the team, adapting to the team, so we can get something from that player in this month of January that we need people. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ogs, your own brother. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Take 1 second only to help with YouTube algorithm, and it will be much appreciated. This video is about my reaction to Enzo Maresca press conference, and also stay until the end because I have my lineup and my prediction for the game tomorrow, because I have to change many things. After the press conference, with everything that Maresca said, my lineup is going to be completely different. So let's start by this news here from Enzo Maresca contradicting what Wesley Fofana said. So basically, he came out and called Wesley Fofana a liar. He said, listen, man, we are talking the same language, but I'm listening from the doctors, and we all want Fofana to come back as soon as possible, but it's just not realistic. And even back then, when the news came out that he might be out for the rest of the season, and Fofana came out to say it's going to be only 4 to 6 weeks out, I said, you might have a positive mindset to say, oh man, I feel good, I have to come back. But it doesn't depend on you. And even if you come back in 3 or 4 weeks, nothing is telling us that you're going to stay on the pitch for 10 games. So with Fofana, we have to be very careful. And I think we have to start thinking about shipping him out to Saudi or the French league or somewhere in a very warm weather where he can play football. Because at Chelsea Football Club, I just don't believe that Wesley Fofana is going to reach the top level anymore. So many injuries, ACL injuries, broken legs, it's causing some other little injuries here and there. I think we have to be honest enough to say he's done. He's done at Chelsea. He's going to be in a certain level. He's going to help us for few games here and there, but it's not something or somebody that we can count on.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
And talking about centre-backs, breaking news from Simon Johnson. He's a very close source, and also Liam Twomey, who said that Chelsea could pay as little as 40 million for Marc Guehi because of 20% resale value that Chelsea got. So for me, if you're going to get this deal done, get it done now, because we need people. We don't have to be reactive. We have to be proactive, bring people on time. Good news. Reece James is back, fully fit and ready for selection tomorrow. In my lineup, I put him in the starting 11. So stay tuned until the end, and I'll tell you why and how many minutes he's supposed to be on the pitch, so we don't overplay him and injure him again. So stay tuned for that. But Maresca gave some good news about Romeo Lavia and Reece James, who are ready to play tomorrow, but on paper though, because they are not much fit. You know, they might be fit, but they are not much fit. I will explain that very, very soon. Okay, outgoing from Chelsea. Cesar Casadei and Ben Chilwell will be out of Chelsea, you know, in this transfer window. Casadei still negotiating with Napoli. Napoli are low-balling Chelsea as always. Remember, every time we try to get a player from Napoli or a manager, they just overcharge us. They make everything complicated for us. But when they come to try to get players from Chelsea, they always looks like homeless. Oh, we don't have money. Please take this change and whatever. No. Chelsea need to be very tough with Napoli because they don't like us, so there is no reason we should really like them. Remember how they made everything difficult with Osimhen, and they tried to get Lukaku for almost nothing. And then the episode of Jorginho and Sarri, don't forget that. They don't like us. We don't like them. It's business. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Let's move on and let's send Casadei somewhere else. We bought this brother for 20 million. They are offering like 10 million. How stupid is that? And Ben Chilwell, of course, the manager confirmed that we can't play him at the moment because he might get injured. So we are trying, basically, they are trying to get Ben Chilwell out of the door, and they don't want to risk anything. Casadei in the same position. And also, Dewsbury Hall. I think it been diplomatic way for Enzo Maresca to say, oh, he's still injured. But if you look at training sessions photo, you're going to see him in the background. So I think that is just injury on paper, but they also are trying to get rid of him. So that's why I said the midfield need reinforcement, and we need to do it right now.
It's a Chelsea thing.
Okay, moving on very quickly, and stay tuned because we have the lineup and predictions very soon. Chelsea have turned down an approach from Wolves for Renato Veiga. You know, Wolves manager is from Portugal, and there are so many Portuguese players and also Brazilian at Wolves. So Renato Veiga is going to feel like at home, and he's going to play a lot of games because he's not playing games at Chelsea. I just wish... What the heck? Let's now talk about Renato Veiga. Chelsea have turned down an approach from Wolves for Renato Veiga. That is understandable because how are you going to let somebody like Renato Veiga leave when we are struggling in the midfield and also in the defense? If you let him go, you need somebody in, but they don't want to bring Trevoh back, and they don't want to give also Renato Veiga a chance to play. I don't know what is happening, but this brother is very good. Every time he's on the pitch, he represents the color, he kisses the badge, he's very aggressive. Still very young, need to learn, but the only way you can learn is to play games week in and week out. I hope that from now on, Enzo Maresca is going to take his egos away and start giving certain players a chance to play real games. Wolves, he was going to have a lot of playing time over there because the manager is Portuguese. They have a lot of Portuguese players over there and Brazilians. So he was going to be feeling at home and play a lot of games. But if you prevent him from going to Wolves and play a lot of games, you better give him enough playing time.
In football, is it better to be more reliable or less reliable?
If they can count on you, you can play. But if you can't, you're on a bench. Bench warmer is what my dad says.
Let's move on to talk about Ben Chilwell. I just talked about him, that the manager don't want to use him. But it could be a way out. Graham Potter is a big admirer of the Englishman. Remember, he worked with Graham Potter, he worked with Lampard, he worked with Thomas Tuchel. Very good player. Nobody is gonna convince me that all of a sudden he's a flop and blah blah blah. I don't copy paste narrative on social media. I still respect Chile a lot. He won me 3 big trophies. Forever, he's gonna be a Chelsea hero. Just because it doesn't fit your system doesn't mean that we have to forget everything that this brother been doing at Chelsea Football Club. Because a manager can make you flop, a manager can make you world class, a system can make you average, a system can make you world class. There are so many examples in the history of Chelsea where a player didn't perform good under one manager and then performed good under another one because the system changed, the environment changed. I think Chile is going to do very good at West Ham with Graham Potter, but the problem is his salary though. He's on very high salary, and it might take Chelsea to pay half of his salary and send him on loan. And next summer, let's wait and see what is going to happen with Chile. We move. Leslie Ugochukwu, according to Liam Tomey, he's appreciated a lot at Chelsea Football Club. They see him as the next Tchouaméni. And I kind of agree with that assessment because this guy is very strong. He's tall, he's powerful, he's physical, but he's also technical. Now that we are lacking people in the midfield, I want to recall him. Andrew Santos can finish the season at Strasbourg because he's a captain over there. He's playing week in and week out. Leslie Ugochukwu is having hard time to find playing time at Southampton. So why not recall him, give him the rest of the season, and let's see what is going to happen. Chelsea need to do the right thing, and we need to do it now.
Fight and win!
Okay, let me readjust my starting 11 here because remember I made a video a couple of days ago about my preview and predictions, and I put a lot of question marks because I didn't know who is leaving, and I told you by the time you watch this video something could be announced. They haven't announced any departure so far, but you see the reason why I was very cautious when I made the first video, right? So Jorgensen, of course, need to be in goal. Renato Veiga, Tosin, Disasi, as a centre back, not as a right back. And Reece James, play him for 45 minutes. The second half, you can change. And in the midfield, I talked about Dewsbury Hall and Cesar Casadei. But both of them, Maresca kind of confirmed that they are leaving. So they are not going to be there. It's your job now to get in the comment section down below. Let me know who are going to be the two pairing in the midfield on Saturday. Because I don't want to see Caicedo. I don't want to see Moises Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. I want to give them a rest until the next Premier League game. It's gonna be against Bournemouth. I want to give them a rest. Enzo Fernandez and also Moises Caicedo. Now, also remember that Anselmino is training with the team, but he's not ready yet. Maresca said he can't play at the moment. He needs to adapt. So that is another player that is not going to be there. Joao Felix, Tariq George, Noni Madueke, and in the middle, I will go with Marc Guehi. So I want you to help me. All right, get in the comment section down below. Let me know who are we gonna play in the midfield. Do you think that we have just to accept the fact that we don't have people and we have to play Caicedo and Enzo? Or you think, oh, let's think outside the box here and adjust certain situations? Remember, Raksaki also is a very good midfielder from the academy, so it could be an option. And Torreira, Jimmy Torreira also is a good midfielder from the academy, and also Harvey Vale. But Harvey Vale, they are negotiating his departure, so I don't think he's gonna be there. So it's a lot of confusion here, my friend. That's why I need your help. Get in the comment section down below. Let us know who should be in the midfield. You see, that's why I'm talking about. We are in crisis. Bring Ugo Chuku. You know what I mean? Anyways, regardless of who's going to play, Chelsea, we have to win this game 5-1. I don't believe that we're going to keep a clean sheet because that is a Chelsea thing. We don't keep a clean sheet. But we're going to score 5. They're going to score 1. All right? But the midfield, I don't know who's going to be there. I want you to help in the comment section down below.